Recorded Books, Incorporated presents an unabridged recording of The Burglar Who Traded Ted Williams by Lawrence Block, narrated by Richard Ferrone. This work is copyrighted 1994 by Lawrence Block. This recording is copyrighted 1999 by Recorded Books, Incorporated. Bernie Rhodenbarr is trying so hard to make an honest living. But when his new landlord raises the rent to an astronomical sum, there's only one thing for a reformed burglar to do: go back to work. And now, The Burglar Who Traded Ted Williams.
Chapter 1. "Not a bad-looking burglar," he said. "I don't suppose you'd happen to have a decent alibi?" I didn't hear the italics. They're present not to indicate vocal stress, but to show that they were titles, or at least truncated titles. A is for alibi, and B is for burglar. Those were the books in question, and he had just laid a copy of the latter volume on the counter in front of me, which might have given me a clue. But it didn't, and I didn't hear the italics. What I heard was a stocky fellow with a gruff voice calling me a burglar, albeit a not-bad-looking one, and asking if I had an alibi, and I have to tell you it gave me a turn. Because I am a burglar, although that's something I've tried to keep from getting around. I'm also a bookseller, in which capacity I was sitting on a stool behind the counter at Barnegat Books. In fact, I'd just about managed to forsake burglary entirely in favor of bookselling, having gone over a year without letting myself into a stranger's abode. Lately, though, I'd been feeling on the verge of what those earnest folk in 12-step programs would very likely call a slip. Less forgiving souls would call it a premeditated felony. Whatever you called it, I was a little sensitive on the subject. I went all cold inside, and then my eyes dropped to the book, and light dawned. "Oh," I said, "Sue Grafton." "Right. Have you got A as for alibi?" "I don't believe so. I had a copy of the book club edition, but—" "I'm not interested in book club editions." "No. Well, even if you were, I couldn't sell it to you. I don't have it anymore. Someone bought it." "Why would anyone buy the book club edition?" "Well, the print's a little larger than the paperback." "So?" "Makes it easier to read."
Sample complete. Ready to continue?